stage of the game to come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. On second down, they'll run it here. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though. A few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the fourth quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Kansas City. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his first pass is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back to the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. After the pick six, here's Burrow again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Boyd. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The LSU connection. Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On 2nd and 12, Burrow. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Burrow will throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. On 4th down, Drew Chrisman on the punt. Back deep is Kadarius Toney. They'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words every time we hear that. Things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play. 6-0 our score after 1. 2nd quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Burrow looking to pass. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they returned it for the touchdown.
Yeah, he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the face.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On 2nd and 9. Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Here we go.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Play action. It's Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. Chris Jones on the stop.
On the line, ready?
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line.
Come on, ready?
Now Burrow. It connects quickly to Jamar Chase. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Burrow. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. To the air again, Burrow. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
3rd and goal. Burrow. Flush to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. McPherson's kick is good, and that lead is back down to 9 now. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of the team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. He threw the interception on the previous drive, but that only led to 3 points. Defense held him to a field goal. They're still working with a lead here as they start out 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Mahomes' throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Mahomes now on first down. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick? Please, thank you. All right, let's go. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The 40. 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Chiefs. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. And that's caught at the 2. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
Here we go.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Here we go.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now it's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow, that's the tight end Hurst with it. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Michael Dana with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
McPherson's kick is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And he's going to give his guys great starting field position as he dives to the ground to get as much as he can.
And, partner, not only is he kicking himself right now, he's going to petition the league for 99-yard fields. That's almost not fair to get it that far and not get into the end zone. Never.
And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, the ball slipped. The defensive coordinator was preparing for this game. A good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely phenomenal.
A lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to be him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
Delay of game. Offense.
No, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Certainly no gimme here on the PAT. They're backed up now to a 42-yard extra point try. And that one makes this a 19-point game. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Short throw underneath to Hurst. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down. Now it's Burrow. Now quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Burrow will throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they're not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he's going to be tackled inside his 10-yard line. You may hear a few words from his head coach on that decision. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And they work this out past the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. A 3rd quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And that's going to be a Chiefs 1st down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. On 2nd and 12, Mahomes going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And it's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. But look at this, he's going to keep it, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Now Burrow on 1st down. Short throw underneath to Hurst. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 1st down. Here's Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Burrow looking to pass. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are right back in this football game. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. The pass to Boyd, and he brings it in on the crossing route. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Connected with Mixon. Only able to gain a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Throwing, Burrow. And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Open net. It's complete to Higgins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. To throw, Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here's Burrow. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
Roughing the kicker.
Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And
I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different. But ultimately, time runs out, and the comebacks are fall short. And they hold on to win this by just one possession.
Not the fourth quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.